You cannot go online without being bombarded with the latest health trend out there. But do they work and are they worth it? It's time for Buzz or Bust. And we're gonna start off with a topic that involves infrared saunas. Now, we know infrared saunas can use light to create heat. It's a huge health trend out there. It's taken the nation by storm. But in this case, it's coming in the form of a blanket you can use at home. The company claims that these blankets can detoxify the body, soothe sore muscles, improve sleep, lower cortisol, and reduce inflammation. They say you can even burn up to 600 calories an hour. So those are some pretty strong claims.
Well, and these come out of these NASA studies, right? That did the studies in infrared light, and I mean, they generated some of this data. Is it hard science? No.
But 600 calories an hour is a lot of calories. If you've ever tried to even burn half that on the treadmill, it's hard.
And so we decided to put it to the test as far as Dr. Batra and myself. Let's rock the tape here because we gave it a whirl. So I just got in this bad boy about a minute or two ago. I'm laying here on my hotel room floor. I'm already feeling the heat traveling up to the back of my head.
I'm gonna get really cozy in here. I'll check in with you in a few minutes.
If you look closely, yes, that's sweat on my forehead. Very, very warm. Whew.
So it's been about 20 minutes in the infrared sauna blanket, and it's definitely incredibly warm and cozy, like being in a warm, snuggly bear hug.
I literally just finished. I'm hot. Time to hop in and take a cold shower.
It's still very warm, and I'm certainly breaking a sweat. I will keep you posted on my review.
Hey, buzz or bust? I'll give it a buzz.
Okay.
And this I'll tell you why. So I'm a big fan of saunas, and I love the fact, I've called saunas at times a passive workout, right? Because you get increased blood flow, and there are some good studies that you can get a cardiovascular benefit from it. This reminded me a lot, I went to Shape House in season 5, and very similar concept. And I don't believe in a lot of the claims people say, you go have a sweat session and you just detoxify everything in your life and body, but I will say that for me, a lot of times these things are subjective. Oh my, that's from years ago. But the reason it reminded me of that is because you're.
Look at you smile.
I like getting
it,
warm and hot, and at the end of it all, you feel relaxed. It is also one of those things where what I do like about a traditional sauna is I'll go in there and I'm stretching. I'll even do some yoga stretches. And so you are confined. So I will acknowledge I didn't love that part of it. For you, was it a buzz or a bust?
So for me, I actually did find it very relaxing, but it's a $500 heated blanket. For me, that price tag made it a bust. And that's because, look, my liver and my kidneys are going to detox me. Like, I'm not relying on sweating it out. It was incredibly lovely and warm and snuggly, as you saw, but I feel like, look, if you have $500, go for it, have at it.
I know you just
but
came back from a long trip,
and I
but
had just come
did
off
it
a
help with the jet
15-hour
lag?
flight. Yeah, I literally, the day I put it to the test, I was recovering from a 17-hour time difference. So there was something to be said for just being warm and relaxed and having that.
I think what this comes down to is, if you are someone who's going to use either something like this, or I quite frankly, people may know this if they follow me on social media, I bought a sauna on Amazon, and they shipped it, and I built it myself. And I use it every day I'm home in Nashville. So over time, you can actually save a lot of money. If you were to buy a blanket like this or get a sauna in your house, because if you go get this done at a professional sweat lodge or whatever you want to call it, and it's say 60, 70, 80 bucks per session, you can recoup that money if you use it regularly.
If you use it consistently. And then the only other thing I would say is it was big enough for me. I'm tiny, but I was really lightheaded when I got up and out of it. And maybe I was jet lagged and tired, but I just always tell people, if you're going to do something like this, hydrate before,
certainly hydrate
You
after.
probably were a little dehydrated after flying that long, so.
It's a little bit gross because you're in there with your clothes and you're sweating. And so I don't know that I would want to share this with someone else.